Yes, you read that title correctly. Granny vibes. These fragrances have granny vibes. But before you come for me, let me tell you what even is granny vibes. Well, granny vibes are actually fragrances that have a lot of character, that are deep with complexity, sometimes fragrances with powdery notes that smell clean and somehow stand the test of time and remain elegant. So if that's granny vibes, then yes, I will take granny vibes all day, and I adore these fragrances. If you want to be a granny with me, then let's look at these granny fragrances. First, Chloe Absolu. This is a rose scent, and rose gets a bad rap. People that are newer to fragrance struggle with rose, I find, because rose has a very classic type of scent and it has been around for so long. Like, rose historically has been one of the first fragrances to exist because it's the best and it's elegant and it smells glorious. Hello, obviously. And this is just incredible. This is so feminine and warm, such an inviting rose. It's bright at the same time. The whole Chloe range, it's some of the nicest like citrus rose blends. This one has a bit of vanilla as well. It rounds it off and just makes it a bit more velvety and rich. The Absolu is my favorite of the entire Chloe's. Now, Musk Noir Rose from Narciso Rodriguez. I adore this fragrance. I did a comparison of this versus the original Musk Noir, which I will link here for you guys to check out later to see how the two of them compare. But this one has a lot more of a sweetness and a vintagey facet. To me, is sexier. Is a bit sexier. Both of them have that vintage vibe, reminiscent of the original old Dior Poison, which gets the same bad rap. I think it's outstanding. This has musk. It has a bit of a leathery quality. It has plum. Plum makes it nice and rich, kind of juicy, but at the same time maintaining that vintage facet. And this is one of the best Narciso fragrances out there. I get complimented every time on this scent, and my husband loves it, and everybody around me that smells this fragrance on me just seems to love it. I think it's perfect for, in small doses, for an office environment or a workplace, a work meeting, what have you. Like any kind of like professional space, but where you want to present yourself as a little bit mysterious. Amazing. Very mature, but captivating. Now, since we mentioned briefly Dior Poison, Pure Poison also gets a little bit of a similar reputation. The whole Poisons collection, but they are classics. They are iconic fragrances that everybody who loves fragrances needs to smell because they have influenced so many fragrances that followed them. And this one, this is about white florals. This is about, for me, a lot of gardenia. There's tuberose, there's a muskiness. It smells very pure. I refer to this fragrance as Snow White in a bottle. It is just like innocent, feminine, and so delicate. Certainly one of the best white floral fragrances to ever exist, especially in the designer world. Now, Gan Cru Gardinia. This is musk and gardenia predominantly. Gardenia to me is one of the most beautiful white florals. Tuberose is nice, but can be a bit too strong and heady. But gardenia to me, it's just, it's feminine, it has a freshness to it, and it's a bit watery. This fragrance has powdery facets. It's incredible. All of the Guerlain fragrances are amazing. Guerlain gets a bad rap for being granny vibes. That's just because they're one of the OGs that have been around for so long. Like, they really set the fragrance standard. And truthfully, there is no fragrance from Guerlain that I would not enjoy wearing. There is not one. In fact, if I could, I would own the entire L'Art et la Matière collection. Every single one of them that I have tried has been exquisite. And speaking of the L'Art et la Matière collection, Guerlain's Guan Beluga. This one is a suede and vanilla fragrance with notes of immortelle, which can come out a little bit bittery and have that sort of antique-y vibe to them. So it's like there's an antique-y, like almost woodiness in here. The way that when you open like a treasure chest or like an old wooden chest, you get this beautiful, rich, woody facet. I get this similar vibe in here. And it is incredibly elegant. It develops into just the most magnificent, powdery, like supple, gentle, irresistible smooth fragrance. This is a perfect like signature scent worthy fragrance. It is mature, it is remarkable, it's for a very, very elegant woman, which is how this fragrance is often explained, is that it's for a very elegant woman. Well, that is absolutely true. One that is very self-confident, but very gentle at the same time. Now we have Magie Noire from Lancome. This smells like this is an oak moss bomb. This smells to me like a villain in a fur coat. And I featured this in a video a long time ago in my top picks for Halloween. I think this would be a perfect kind of like Halloween villain scent. It's very intriguing. It's all about these kind of herbaceous green mossy notes. Super intriguing, definitely classic smelling, but I love this fragrance. I think one of the best oak moss centric kind of green fragrances that exist. It's very deep, it's very multifaceted, and really like in the designer world, so hard to come by fragrances that are so complex. If I had to assign a person to that fragrance, I think it would be Cruella de Vil. Now, Chanel number 5. Chanel gets such a bad rap, and Chanel has the most incredible fragrances as well. All of these classic perfume houses get accused of being granny vibes. Well, that's fine. Number 5, Eau de Parfum. This was Marilyn Monroe's scent. This is iconic, and this is a soapy, fresh scent with a powdery quality. So the way that I always describe the scent is like, that first burst is like if somebody took a bunch of bubbles and just like soap bubbles and blew them at you. It's really like super clean soapy. It smells like almost fresh laundry in a way, but like true soapy laundry, the classic laundry, you know? And then it develops into a very comforting sort of like powdery facet, and it's beautiful. There's nothing that to me smells outdated about the scent at all. I actually wear this all the time, and I love another scent that's very similar that is called Amouage Dia. So honestly, both of these, they're incredibly similar. I think this one is a little bit softer. The soap bubbles are more velvety in this one, but same vibe, and I love them both. Now, I can't tell you guys how many times I've spoken about Alien, and like, I think a 12-year-old in the comments was like, oh my god, it smells like grandma. Yeah, I guess I'm the grandma that it smells like. I love Alien, but the original Alien. Today, don't bother. Do not bother with the L'Oreal formulation. Just don't. You're gonna just waste your money. Okay, this, what I have here, it is the old Alien, but I put it in the bottle. The bottle says manufactured for CFG. I don't know if you guys can see this here. That is a Guerlain formulation. Clarins used to own Mugler. Those are still good, but the Lancome, and I think they continue reformulating it. It just don't bother. Just don't bother. It's soapy jasmine water. This is the good stuff. This is the good granny stuff. And it's warm, it's ambery, it's rich, it's so like bold, and you really have a presence with this set. Like, you will not go unnoticed with Alien. It is a stunner. Prada Infusion d'Iris, that one is a powdery iris scent. I don't own that one. I have Nuit Bleue from Meson Violet, which is essentially the same. It's a powdery iris scent. I wear this a lot in the evenings to wind down, and surprisingly, my husband finds this creepily sexy. I guess I'm just a sexy granny. It's great. It's a really nice, soft, plushy iris, and it's very clean smelling. It's really just about the iris. So yeah, purple florals for the win. And finally, not an old fragrance, but heavily criticized as well, Tom Ford White Suede. I love this. This is one of my favorite Tom Ford fragrances of all time. I find it so easy to wear. It is a musky scent. I'm actually wearing it today. And it's a really nice leather, like a really expensive leather handbag with a soft, gentle musk over top. And it's just like a very easy wearing leather fragrance. White Suede is the perfect name for it. It is not intimidating. It's a bit powdery. It smells very, very rich. It smells like you got a lot of money and you just hang out in your closet full of Birkin bags all day. Those are the granny fragrances that I absolutely adore. Leave me a comment with your favorite granny fragrance, and yeah, let's break this taboo topic. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.